Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Tuesday afternoon, almost 2 o'clock. Um, anyway, I got the shock of my life last night. I haven't slept. I don't know, I'm just barely making it today. I'm so upset. I'm just distraught. But let me tell you what happened. Okay, so I stopped to get gas and I went inside and paid for it and then came out and put $25 worth of gas in my car. I didn't think anything of it. It was after dark, so I had forgotten left my lights on. I don't know if that made any difference or not, but when I went to start my car, it was just deader than a doornail. It just so I kept trying, and finally this nice guy who saw me or heard me trying to get my car started, he came over and asked me if I needed a hand, and I said, yeah, if you could give me a jump start, I'd appreciate it. And I keep battery cables in the trunk. I've just always had them. I don't even know how to hook the darn things up, but apparently he did. So he hooked them up, and then he turned his car on and tried to let my battery charge up a little bit, and it just wouldn't. It just kept And so he looked at it, and we tried again, and it wouldn't start. And he said, well, I think it's your alternator that's bad. So I said, okay, I'll have to call AAA and get it towed to the shop. So I called AAA, and they only had one tow truck available at that time. So I had to wait almost 3 hours in the cold, and it was really cold yesterday. So finally the tow truck driver came. I guess it was about 8 o'clock, 8:30. And we towed it to the mechanic where I've had it worked on before, and it's over near Jill's. It's over in the Valley Stream area. So the tow truck driver, he put the chains around the car and put it up onto the tow truck, and then I got in and rode with him to the mechanic shop. And so he unloaded it, and when he unloaded, it came off the truck, and luckily there was a space at the mechanic shop, because y'all know repair shops are usually surrounded by broken down cars or cars that have been repaired and are waiting for the owner to come get them. So when he went to take the chain off of the car, he had to reach up underneath the wheel well. I guess it had lodged itself up underneath there. So when he reached up underneath there, this is what he pulled out. I didn't know what it was. He did. He said, did you know that there's a GPS tracker on your car? I said, no. Oh my God. Who would put a GPS tracker on my car? I was just flabbergasted. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I mean, I don't even know what the darn things look like. So I said, well, let me have it. I'll have to look into it and see why it's on my car and who put it there, if I can find out who it belonged to or who had it put there. I just have no idea. So he left me there, and I had to call an Uber to come get me and bring me home. So it was real late when I got home last night. It was probably close to 11 p.m. So I just got on the Google and started Googling, GPS trackers. What is it? What kind is it? How does it work? And I found out that this is actually a box that has these strong magnets on it, and that there's a GPS tracker inside of this box, and there's some little screws here. So I got my screwdriver and opened it, and I'll show y'all how that works. They're just these little screws right here. So I'm going to open it and we'll see what's inside it. So I found out on Google that there are two different types of GPS trackers. One is a passive tracker. I think that's where the data is stored, and then it can be looked up online later on. And then there's an in real time tracker, where somebody has an app on their phone or their computer, and they can actually watch the GPS, that's on someone's car. So, I know nothing about this. I'm I'm not interested in how anybody else lives their life or what they do. I sure wouldn't be interested in tracking somebody, but somebody's interested in tracking Glenda Sully. And so this is what it looks like. There's the GPS tracker is inside of this protective box. Okay, so I found this identical one. It can be purchased on Amazon. But the picture of the one on Amazon, it has, like it says right here, GPS. And there's a little light showing by the one on Amazon. I think it's like a green light. And then this says power. And I think the picture of the one on Amazon has maybe a red light. And then it has cell. I don't know what that means. CEL. And then there was another light. So I'm thinking this one, maybe it's old, maybe it's been on my car a couple of years and the battery has run down. And so maybe that's why the lights are not working. Maybe it's not actively tracking me now. If it is, whoever's tracking me slept in bed with me last night because I had it in bed with me. And then on the back are serial numbers right here. I'm not going to show those because those will be used to find out who this belongs to. From what like I said, from what I've read online, you're supposed to be able to use the serial number and find out who purchased it. But y'all, this is what a GPS tracker looks like, and apparently somebody is interested in knowing where I go, where I'm living, what I do, how I spend my time, so that they can stalk and harass and bully me. And now it's going to be up to me and the police and whoever's going to be in charge of investigating this and trying to find out who's been criminally stalking me, because it is a crime in New York. There was a law passed in 2015. It's called Jackie's Law. And this young girl had been stalked and harassed by her ex-boyfriend, and he put a GPS tracker on her car and was stalking her. And she found it, but she didn't report it to the police, and he murdered her 3 months later. And her parents found out that even if she had reported it to the police, that there was nothing that they could do to him because there was no criminal law against using a GPS device to stalk someone. So her parents were successful in getting a bill passed to stalk somebody using a GPS. And I'm not so worried about that. I'm just, I just want to know who's doing it and why. I mean, why would somebody risk their freedom to find out how I live my life? That's crazy. It's very, very unsettling. It's very unsettling. Like I said, I've had no sleep. So now my car's in the shop. I can't even go to the precinct to take this in and report it. I don't know whether to go to. I guess I'll start at the local precinct, and then they can let me know what to do from there. I don't know if it's something that the FBI will look into, or the state police, or what, but it's got me upset. And I'm upset because my car's in the shop. I'm waiting to hear from the mechanic today. I talked to them this morning and let them know that it was my car that's left there, and there was a place that I could leave my keys for them. So I'm just waiting to hear back from them to see what the repairs are going to be on my car. And like I said, I'm stranded here at home. I really can't go anywhere. So I just wanted to let y'all know that if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, you have to be aware, that your life could be in danger, because that's a real possibility. You could attract some psychopath, or some narcissist, sociopath, somebody that becomes obsessed with you and wants to know where you are and what you're doing every day. And they also try to find out where you work and where you live, so they can call your employer and call your landlord or landlady or write letters to them, and they try to find out where your grandchildren go to school. And it's not easy being a YouTube creator. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that you have no idea. So y'all please just pray for me to keep me safe, and also pray that we will get to the bottom of this and find out who's been tracking me. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and share. And please subscribe if you haven't done so already. And you just keep on coming back. Bye, guys.